Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Anasari. I'm 19 years old. I'm from Wajo. I'm still student in English Education Department 2018 in Sardia and Teaching Science Faculty in Alauddin State University of Makassar. First of all, I would say Alhamdulillah to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has given me chance to make this video, and don't forget to say salawat and taslim to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam who has brought us from the darkness to the lightness by the concept Hadinul Islam wal Iman. And then I will say thank you very much to our lecturer Phonetics and Phonology course, Dr. Andi Shaharuddin, SIP and HUME, for giving me obligation to practice my English skills by making this video. So, before I begin the material, I will inform to you first that in this video, I use American accent. In this video, I will talking about the problem in this country. Yes, in Indonesia.
Baca.
You know, Indonesia is a very rich country, especially in natural resource. But unfortunately, Indonesia cannot use the natural resource maximal. That happens because Indonesia does not have good quality human resource. Even though Indonesia is a country with the high population in the world. That's one of many economic problems of Indonesia. Problems are also occur because of the needs and wants of people are endless, but the research available to satisfy theirs are limited. In Indonesia, the government is still looking for the solution to overcome the economic problems. This video will focus on the economic problems in this country. In my opinion, there are three big economic problems that can be overcome. First problem is low economic growth. Economic growth is the development of activities in the economy that increase the production of goods and services. Most developing countries like Indonesia face many problems in accelerating their economic growth. The high population can increase the economic growth, but in Indonesia, the high population is not balanced with the number of jobs. They said that Indonesia cannot manage the natural resource because of the lack of quality of human resource. So, Indonesia cannot use the natural resource properly, but economic growth can be increased by developing the infrastructure, increasing saving and investment, improving the public education, and formulate and implement economic planning. Second problem is external debt or foreign debt. Foreign debt is a country's total debt obtained from the creditor outside the country. In other words, foreign debt is the source of state financing coming from other countries, agencies, or international financial institutions in the form of foreign exchange service, including the payment in the future based on an agreement. Foreign debt may include governments, companies, and individuals. In the long term, foreign debt can cause many economic problems like inflation. But in the short term, foreign debt can help Indonesian government in an effort to close the budget deficit. Foreign debt can also assist the development in Indonesia by using the additional funds from the other countries. foreign debt becomes a serious problem in Indonesia. The third problem is inflation. Inflation is a condition that general level of prices and wages are increased continuously. In another word, inflation is also a process of decline in currency, values continuously and very easy to read. Actually, the inflation occurs because of rising public demand for goods and services. The increase of production level, deficit budget, and the decline of currency exchange rate. To reduce the inflation level in Indonesia, the government must have a policy that has a good strategy to reduce or overcome the inflation. The policy could be like monetary, fiscal, or development policy. The other ways or the government must raise interest in the bank and make policy to the price on the market. Those ways must be created to make Indonesian people diligently to save their money to the bank. That also can press the circulation of the money. Inflation can also reduce by maintaining the stability of the currency exchange rates. It must be implemented because rupiah's rates can easily slide against foreign currencies that will encourage inflation. With that ways, government can reduce or even overcome the problem of inflation in Indonesia. Indonesia has many economic problems in the short term or even in the long term. A few of them is a big problem that's very difficult to overcome. Actually, the government is trying to overcome the problem by implementing the economic system of Pancasila, but the system runs unmaximally. Because of that, the government must improve that economic system to resolve or even to overcome the economic problems to make Indonesian economic better. I think that's all about my video. I hope can be useful for all of us. Thanks for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.